Hello, everyone. Here again with Film Club. I am Nicole, and I'll be one of the interviewers for today.
Hi everyone, it's Andrea, and today I will be your interviewer.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carlota Merino. I'm the after school regional manager for Oscar de la Hoya through ARC.
Oh, I'm really interested in that. Can you tell me more about being an ARC regional manager?
Definitely, it's a position that you have to multitask in the sense of I oversee about 9 schools. So, but when the schools are running at full speed, I have to make sure that all 9 schools are being taken care of. So that could be from program management, it could be from budgeting, it could be from making sure that all the students are receiving the services and clubs that they would like. And at the same time, empowering the staff to take lead on campus so they can empower the students to make their choices in the club. So each school does have a team. For instance, over at Oscar de la Hoya, Nancy is the team leader. She's the manager. She's the supervisor. She's the one that leads everything there, and she reports to me, and we work together to figure out what does the students at Oscar de la Hoya want and what do they need, and we make it happen. That's the goal.
Oh, that sounds very interesting. I did not know any of this, so now I know. So that's really nice. Yeah.
Do you work online?
Online, yes. Right now we're virtual, so everything is virtual. We stay on. Usually come in 9 to 6. So I'm always going to be available, even if we're in person. We're always on when the school is on. So if the program ends at 6, we're on. If the program has like a special trip, even a virtual trip, and they end at 7, we're still on. So yeah, right now we're virtual until it's safe to do so. We'll return back to site.
What are your thoughts on like schools opening up again? Do you think it's anytime soon or probably more later?
That's actually I don't know. And the reason why I say I don't know is because I'm excited, I'm eager to go back on campus because that's what I love to do, be on campus and just work with the students. So I'm very excited, and that's why I want to be on campus, right? Because I called it field workers, like you are on the field. And that's what motivates you every single day to get up and do all the hard work you have to do. Because at the end of the day, you see the students. And when you see a student complete an assignment or graduate, or especially when you follow them since they're like in ninth grade all the way to their senior year, that's what makes everything great. But at the same
Yeah.
time, because of the situation that we're in the pandemic, you know, I'm excited to go in as long as it's safe to do so because it's also the safety of our students and the safety of our teams. So I don't know when we're going back, but when we do, hopefully it's during the safe time and we're ready to go.
Yeah,
All right.
very
What is your opinion on the vaccine?
On the vaccine, on a personal note, outside
Yeah.
of work, okay. Outside of work, I personally just got my second dose yesterday. So
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I went to get the vaccine just because, why not?
Yeah.
There's a lot
what's it
that goes
called?
with it.
I was supposed to get the vaccine, but apparently they're out of the ones that are available for minors, so I have to wait about that.
Yes, yes. And there's going to be more openings coming in. And personally, I think it's a great idea it's an extra protection, it's an extra layer. And an understanding too, it's not personal note, right? It's not the cure, but it's an extra protective layer.
Yeah, what's it called? A lot of people with, who are high risks, like my father, he has type 2 diabetes and he gets it complicates on him easily.
Yep. So you want to have that extra layer of protection. And that's why, in our family, we've pushed on to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
So once we're able to find something, it's just hard to find the appointments. That's the
Yeah, it is difficult. Like ultimate is like literally there's no more appointments for me.
No, that's why I say finding appointments is like finding the Infinity Stone.
Yeah, nice of to rank this. It's hard.
Definitely. But yes, that's my view personally with the vaccine. Now, work-wise, we're not requiring it, because it is a personal choice. So we want to make sure that everyone has a choice for it.
So it is important for everyone to have, I mean, it's not good if someone doesn't want to put it on, but at the end of the day, they should have the freedom to do it.
Absolutely.
Have you ever worked outside of the U.S.? Just curious.
Outside of the U.S., work like an official employment? No. I have
No,
not.
like
Have you ever
volunteer.
traveled outside the US?
Like
Like for
volunteer?
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of. And here's where I go with it. So before actually when I was your guys' age, all of y'all, excuse me, everyone's when I was in high school, actually growing up, I would go to El Salvador with my family every December to January. And when we will be out there, we didn't live in this nice, fancy, big home or anything. We lived like deep in like the forest, like El Monte. So I actually enjoyed the outdoors, but a lot of the times growing up, my dad will show us around like this is a country, this is like the line of poverty, this is why we should give back. So every time we will go back, we would be part of like the winter, well, Christmas time, festivities. So we'll get toys together, we'll get presents. My dad will donate money, they'll do raffles and stuff over here in the US, send that money over there. And then on the day that week of it, we would have activities for the kids. And that's
that's a,
what that's
that's
what in a
amazing.
way how I gave back, but it wasn't like volunteer, it was like a personal thing.
That sounds amazing.
How did you get interested in the fields of education and wanting to work with kids and to help them reach their goals?
Funny story, when I was little, I always said I wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a doctor. That was always a thing. I'm going to be a doctor, right? High school came along. I went to school, actually, and took biochemistry, biology. I was a biochem major. And when I was 17, I started working for an after school program where the security guard would actually stop me because he thought I was one of the students and would ask me, why aren't you in uniform? I was working with after school, and the students were either 17 or 18. They were my age, but had to be the leader, right? And as I was going to school, I was taking all calculus, all these classes that you need, but I continue working after school. And I learned that I love working with people and I love helping others, especially when I see someone else struggling and I remember
Oh,
my struggles. It was like, nah, you gotta tag team this. That's how it goes because there's things in your life that make you change your course. It was almost senior year of my, college career where I realized, I had switched from biochem to kinesiology to a public health major and realized like I just want to do something that I can work with the community. I was very community based. So I was trying to figure out
Oh,
what I wanted to do and figure out my life because everyone's going to go through that time like who am I and what do I want to do? I hit that. I hit a few milestones of it. And I was already working at an all girls school who actually our school consisted of students who were, either teen moms or pregnant teens, foster youth, at risk. I was working with them and they inspired me to actually go into counseling.
oh,
They taught
that's
me
oh,
patience. They taught me lots and lots of patience. And that's when I
yeah.
realized, you know what? I actually like education because I actually started my master's program in public health. And when I would go to class, I no longer had a passion for it. I was just in class to be in class. And then I
oh,
realized I love working and I love working with the students. So that's what made me shift. And that's why I want to pursue my counseling degree.
That's
oh.
amazing. That's an amazing story.
So
Yeah.
no, I don't want to be a
Very
doctor no
exciting.
more.
Did you go to, or what college
Colleges.
did you? Yeah,
So
colleges.
I started in San Jose City College in Northern California. So I did my 2 years there. I had a counselor before graduating. The reason why I went to a community college is because financially I knew my parents they didn't want to tell me they were going to make it happen, but I made my own decision like, you know what, for the first 2 years, I'm going to go to community college so I can support my family. So I went to
Mm.
community college. I did track there. I had a counselor who said I was not going to make it out in 2 years. She was very negative and said, no, you can't do it. People in your community, they just don't achieve. Oh, okay. Walked out of
That
that
is
office. Yeah, it was,
that is messed up.
Did you ever
it
go back
is.
there?
But that was my turning point. Like I said, there's always going to be those turning points in your life where either you stop and you just sit down, you know what,
Yeah.
that's right, or you turn it around and be like, nope, I'm gonna make
Yeah.
it happen. So from
Very
there,
true.
yeah, and I did it within 2 years. I had winter session. summer, got out in 2 years, and transferred over to Cal State Northridge.
That's
And
amazing.
and that's where I
Yeah.
graduated from, 2013.
Congratulations on making that happen.
Thank
That's
you,
really
thank
like
you.
wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, that's tragic that it happened to you, but I'm glad that it
Yeah.
inspired you.
Definitely.
To keep
And there's
going
gonna be
on.
moments. Yeah. You want to surround yourself with the people who are gonna cheer you on. And for those who don't, it's okay. Just hear what they're gonna
Yeah.
say and be like, that's fine. I know I could do it. You gotta be true to yourself.
Yeah.
So,
Believe in yourself.
yes,
Because if
absolutely.
you don't, then you won't make things happen. You won't like go to your full potential.
Hmm. Always ask
Yeah.
yourself, is this the best that I can do? And if the
Very
answer
true.
is no, it's okay. Then what is the best that you can do? And that's how you're gonna put yourself forward.
Oh, that's nice. I never thought about the second question, only the first one.
Yeah, because
But I
usually you're
know,
like, oh.
yeah. Do you have any hobbies you're currently doing or any activities you do in your free time?
So what I actually like to do is paint. And that's because my students at that same all-girls school, they would paint. And I will notice that they always would be painting. That was their stress reliever. So I started
Oh,
painting. I am not the best. I cannot draw. I can say that. Stick figures, that's where I'm perfect at. But outside of that, I can't. But I like to paint. I just like to grab the paintbrush, look at the canvas, and
yeah.
whatever comes out, comes out. Let me see if I can change. Yeah, you'll be able to. Art wall, as you can see right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty. Oh my God, I like the beach.
Some of them were given
That's
from
like,
my former students. So when they graduated, they gave me like the painting. And some of them are like the little ones. Like, okay, let's see if I follow my finger correctly. No, that one's mine. These bottom two right here are from the students. And this one right here from the students.
I
oh,
also draw.
No, see, that's pro drawing right there. I keep it
yeah,
big.
that's like, oh,
Painting.
like,
I'll just keep
Here's
it.
what's it called? Here's a color drawing. Here's a color pencil one I did.
you did that? That's
Yeah.
amazing. That looks great. I
That's
can
Yeah,
very
barely.
arts.
nice.
But when it comes to the arts, I'm really good.
See, that's where you're excited. And I know Nancy too. I know she has some skills, little skills. They're big skills. I know they're big skills. That's what I like
Yeah.
to do in my spare time is just painting. And then other than I have my family 5 hours away, so when I do go back home, it's a lot of the going on bike rides with my nephews.
What is a message you would like to send out to all students that will be listening to this?
For sure is through my experiences. One thing that I did learn was going back to what I was mentioning earlier. There's always going to be those people who are going to tell you, no, you can't do this, or that's not possible. And I think growing up, you'll have a lot of people telling you, you can do it, you can achieve it, but listening to both ends. Like, there's going to be a moment where you're going to feel stressed, overwhelmed. You might cry, you might laugh, you might shut down, or you might empower yourself. Every single moment in your life has a meaning behind it. So listen to yourself, because everything around you happens. It does happen for a reason, right? Because there's actions that we do, and this is what happens with our actions. So regardless if they're positive or negative, just turn them into positives. You will only be the only ones that can be able to identify and define what success is for you. Don't lean or don't believe in the success like, well, I think success is at age 25, you have to have a house, a brand new car, your degree, a family, that may not be the success for you. Your success could be at 25, I'm traveling with my friends, or I'm going on my own, or I went to this college, or I'm in this graduate program. You define the success that you want for yourself. And be happy with your choices, because every choice has a lesson. So don't let others tell you, no, you can't do it. And if they do, ask them, why? Why do you think I can't do it?
That's very true. You put them
Yeah.
on the spot and they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like, why
yeah.
can't I do it? Maybe they may tell you something good. You're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Thank you for telling me that. Now I can plan around that. Or if someone cheers you on, have them part of your life. And don't forget where you come from. I think that's one of the biggest things is always remember your upbringings, your family, your friends, and those people who have made an impact in your life. And always reach out to them. Never be afraid that if it's 10 years later, you haven't talked to that teacher from elementary school, middle school, whoever, trust me, They will love hearing from you. I know I still talk to one of my teachers from high school. And I
Oh,
That's
graduated
crazy.
graduated in 2007, and I still have a connection with that teacher.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah.
definitely, don't be afraid to find your voice. If you haven't found your voice, it's okay. You still got time to find it, and when you do, it's only going to be that much stronger.
Thank you for those wise words of yours. I'm pretty sure it's will
Mighty
help
wisdom.
many people.
But want to
Yeah.
hear that.
Thank you for being here with us today. I am glad I got to meet you and interview you. I got to know a lot of aspects of you, which is very interesting. So thank you
Yeah.
for your time.
Well, thank you for
Yeah,
inviting me.
it was nice to have you on, you know. You seem like a cool person.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to be on campus with you guys. So at least we can continue.
Yeah.
Hey, John, how are you?
She's she's kind of watered down, kind of cool.
Well, we're going to get into the Star Wars discussion in Marvel. That's what's going on. No, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I really do appreciate you all reaching out to me and inviting me in. I really love to been able to interact with you all.